Hello everybody, it's me, Davey Z, and it is Sunday morning, Cinco de Mayo, baby, Cinco de Mayo. We got a show this morning in my old neighborhood in Buffalo, Riverside. It's right along the Canadian border. In Buffalo we have the Niagara River that separates us from Canada. It's pretty cool, you know, when you think about it. I grew up right across the water from another country, so to me, I never thought of Canada like that. Canada to me is like part of my American life, you know, because growing up on the border, you know people from Canada, and actually our bass player has a cottage up in Canada that he grew up in, and he's got friends that come out to Buffalo to see us all the time, which I'm expecting they'll be there today because it is close to the border. So, but anyways, yeah, big show. It's a benefit for a friend of mine, Lavelle Antone. I'm not exactly sure who's being benefited from this, but when a person like Lavelle asked me, you know, there's no way I'm going to say no. We had to make sure we were available, but we got, you know, we booked a date with them. And it's actually a paying gig. We do get paid for certain benefits, you know, depending on the size. If it's a smaller crowd, we normally do just, you know, gas money. But when, you know, when you got people throwing 20s and 50s and 100s around at a party, and you got guys that make a living at playing music, you know, then you have to consider that, because it's what we do. I mean, I know I'm a painter, a master painter, according to the union, and you know, I spent most of my adult life as a painter, commercial and residential, and I like doing furniture too. I like creativeness, but you know, music has been my passion, my soul, my entire life, and you know, the money is okay. The money we make isn't enough to live on. You have to supplement it, you know, and I don't care who you are. You could be the biggest local celebrity in your area, and you don't make a dent of the money that real celebrities make. I'm not, and what gets me is some of these musicians that are famous, and I love musicians. You know, you're an artist, man. When you're a musician, you're an artist, and if you're creative and, you know, create your own music. And I don't know, you know, I better leave that one alone. I don't want to piss anybody off. But music is definitely my passion, and I love playing in my old neighborhood because I have a lot of friends there. So it should be a pretty good crowd today, and we'll see. But today's day 3 of a long weekend of gigs. Only 3 gigs. I mean, we've had weekends where 3 days we've done 6 gigs, you know, so this is a light weekend for us. And the last 2 nights were great. First night, Friday night, we were at, where the hell were we? Jeez, we play so many shows I forget. Anyways, where we were at Friday night, it was great. It started out a little slow, we were a little nervous, but the crowd showed up, and you guys saw the video, I think. I got it posted on here. I think it's titled, you know, the Legion. I'm sorry. Donovan Legion we played at. Great time, great people, very responsive. The crowd could have been a little bigger, but, you know, it was short notice, and you know, we only had 2 weeks to advertise. Normally we'd like a couple months. You know, people start asking, oh, that name, Midlife Crisis. So, you know, it worked out though. We had a good night. We got paid well, and, you know, we did our thing, and we got a few more bookings out of it for this fall, which is always nice. That's the other thing. Wherever we play, we always get rebooked, so we're doing something right. And I guess they had a poll in one of the towns here, little neighborhoods, for a gateway concert series. And from what I understand, I'm not going to mention any names, but they're doing away with all the tribute bands because people are tired of tribute bands at Gateway Wednesday night during the summer. They want to just see a good band. So they did a poll, and I guess we come in at 90% people wanting us to play on the main stage as the headliners. So from what I'm told, next season, not this season, but next season, we're going to be a headliner at the Gateway Concert Canal Series in Tonawanda Canal. It's the Erie Canal Festival is what it is. It's a good time. You know, if you live on the Erie Canal anywhere, I guarantee you that town has a festival. So, but anyways, guys, you know, I'm getting on the thruway. I don't like to chat. Well, you know what? Traffic's light. I'm good. I got a little bit more time before I get to the club. Just for the people that live in Riverside, where I'm heading now to the Dalmatia, I was contacted by the president of the 21st Ward of Buffalo, City of Buffalo Businessmen's Association, and they invited us to play at 4th of July concert in the park this year. So on the 4th of July, Midlife Crisis, my band, will be performing Riverside Park Concert Series, 4th of July, and we go on, I think, at like 5 o'clock, and we play to 9. And then at 9 o'clock, everybody can go off and do their fireworks, you know, go see fireworks, what have you. They're not having fireworks in the park again because of, you know, 2013. Fuck. Sorry, Mom. People in 2013, well, let me give you a little history of Riverside Park. It's an Olmsted Park. It's been in Buffalo for, my goodness, I want to say, well over 100 years, easily. And what we did was every year through the last 70-some years, there was a friendship festival between Canada and the United States. Any bordering towns, you know, they get together and they have what they call the Friendship Festival between countries. Man, I got a red blotch there. Anyways, what a way to go on stage today, huh? So this Friendship Festival, Riverside Park, for all these hundreds of years, has been having a 4th of July celebration at the park with fireworks and amusement rides and a big carnival, as well as Memorial Day weekend. And that was called Towpath Days in the park. Well, that did away about 10 years ago, too much trouble. And in 2013, my band was playing at Riverside Park on the 4th of July on the main stage. This band, there was 20,000 people in the park, I know that. I want to say a quarter of them were watching the band. And a big fight of young ladies broke out in the amusement area, where all the rides are and the concessions and all that. And from the stage, you could see it, but it wasn't by us. And it happened as we were closing the show. And as I was leaving, I'm trying to get my grandkids out of there, and there's people running and fighting, and it was just a big chaotic mess. So City of Buffalo pulled the plug on it. After 100 and some years, it's over. And my band's, I've played that park probably, I want to say, a good 25 years out of my life. No, not that many. I take it back, maybe about 15. I've done other gigs on the 4th of July in Riverside that coincided with the park. Oh, I didn't want that. I would, we would play like at a bar across the street from the park on July 3rd, and then play Riverside Park July 4th, and then like the 5th play at the bar down the street, or the 2nd leading up. You know, the ideal time for 4th of July for a band, a local band, is if the 4th falls on, say, a Monday, because then you got that whole weekend where people are celebrating. Now, if the 4th falls on a Thursday, not too many people start celebrating on a Tuesday. They got to wait till the weekend or the Thursday. And here, you know, people like to party in Buffalo. Believe me, we have a bar on every corner. When I get into the city, I'll pick the camera up and show you guys how many bars we have in our city. Growing up, they used to call them gin mills. That's what my dad used to say. I'll be at the gin mill. You gotta go get me a Boilermaker. And you guys know what a Boilermaker is in a bar? Huh? Bartenders, anybody? Boilermaker is a shot in a beer. Some guys used to drop the shot in the beer and drink it like that. It's an old man's thing from like the 40s and 50s. That's what they called it, a Boilermaker. I don't know why. Maybe it made something boil, perhaps. And anyways, guys, yeah, I'm almost there. Well, not really. You know what? I'm going to turn the camera off for now. And when I get closer to where I'm going, it's only about 10 minutes up the street here, up the highway, I will then lift the camera up and let you see all the bars that I told you about. All right? So stay with me. I'll be right back. Go take a leak or something. Here we go. This is Riverside. You can see where I grew up at. People everywhere. That used to be what's known as Wilson Farms. That was always a nice gas station. Now it's owned by foreigners, and people have been shot and stabbed and everything in there. So my neighborhood isn't as good as it used to be when I grew up here, folks. So let me apologize to you for now. You know, it's just a whole different ball game around here. My kids were growing up. Look, there's a liquor store right there. Aloe Mary. Hey. Order online of that pizzeria, Pat's Pizza. Okay, it's gonna make me look bad. Well, we're still not in. We're convenience shops, and you know, look at, there you go, Arab, Inspired, Duval, Asian Market. They called it Schaefer Village when I was a kid. Now they call it the Proj. It's bad, man. This is one of the most dangerous projects in the city of Buffalo right here. And it's funny because I feel safe driving here because I grew up around here. I still know a lot of the good people that live here. I mean, it's not any certain race. It's white, it's Puerto Rican, it's black, it's Asian, it's Muslim, it's Italian, it's Polish, it's whatever. Here's where my dad's services were when he passed away. Now this Save-A-Lot coming up on the right was a Be Quick store. That used to be our stop when I was a kid coming from the pool to, well, let's just say we got goodies there and we didn't pay much for them if we paid at all. I tried not to do that. I mean, I take that back. I didn't steal. But a lot of my friends were sneak thieves, man. They'd go in the store and come out with chips and dip. Poor guy waiting for a bus. Jeez, where'd all the bars go? Replaced with businesses. Yeah. Well, let's see if it's like that on Tonawanda Street. I don't think so. Alright. Heading into the club now, guys. This is Tonawanda Street, and that's where the club is. Oh, there's our bank, M&T Bank. A good friend of mine, Sammy Gambino. Oh, how do I keep doing that? He used to live right here in this lot, in a house, 12 years ago. But man, Riverside has changed. Oh, check this cat out on that bike. You gotta keep pedaling around here, buddy. You see him? But I don't think I got him on camera. Sorry, he was on a little bike. Cool looking little thing. But you can see, man. Oh, and here's Riverside Park. This is where we'll be playing 4th of July. Right there. It's a nice Olmsted Park. Check it out. Beautiful. I grew up with this park. Back there's an ice skating rink, swimming pool, and just the other side of the sky over there is the water on the Niagara River, and that's where Canada is. Now let's get to the bar scene. And there's the rest of the park. That's where we set up the stage, right in that area. Here we go. The Riverside Place Bar. You come down the street. There used to be a bar there in the corner. This used to be a bar. This used to be a bar next to a bar. That used to be Kate's Bar. It's the Parkside. Pizza Bella, the Mini Mart, all this stuff. They were all bars. Here's another bar coming up on the left. Check this out. Right here. Parkside Inn. All right, now we're in town. Here's where we're playing today, guys, right here. Dalmatia Hotel. That's the gig today. Geez, I don't even think they're open. Are you kidding me? There's nobody here. What the chuck? Something ain't right, people. This is a benefit. There should be a lot of people here right now, and there's nobody here. I don't even think this bar is open. I better go investigate. Something don't look right. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's me, Davey Z, and this is my good friend Missy. We've known each other. That's the camera right there. We've known each other how long now?
Long time.
At least 30 years, right?
Yeah, somewhere.
Missy used to work at the local market when I was a young guy.
IGA.
IGA, which is, what is it now?
It's called the Dollar General.
Right, and why were you here today?
To watch you play.
Yeah, but what happened? They canceled. Somebody made an error. The party has been postponed till July, so you'll have to come back here in July, but we're going to be here before that, I think. We'll be at Riverside Park for July 4th, you know.
I know, I'm going.
Did you know we were going there? Really? They're not having the festival. It's just going to be concert night for the 4th. So, this is my good friend Missy. She follows the band around. Make sure you subscribe. Missy said, tell them, subscribe, Missy.
Subscribe.
No, subscribe,
Please.
Missy.
No.
Subscribe, like, leave a comment, hit the notification bell, and share this with your friends all over the internet so they know that you got a crazy knucklehead in Buffalo that plays in a band and flies a paramotor. For my friends like Missy.
He
Love
is
this
a
girl.
character.
I'm a little whacked. And there's the band.
So,
I forgot how much fun it is.
so you got paid to do this fundraising thing?
Yeah.
The most glamorous part of the
Yeah,
day.
no, from the person who was throwing it. But what we did, hold on a minute. All right, guys, peace, love. You need to say no to hate racism. I'm Dave Z. Hey, guys, how you doing? It's me, Dave, future Dave, whatever you want to call me. I'm home. What had happened was the person who booked the job for us to play at this party ended up showing up, setting up her table with her 50-50 tickets. The band, we were all set up, ready to rock, but nobody was coming in. And it turned out they ended up canceling. I don't know, there was a lack of communication somewhere along the line. They took care of us, and we're gonna reschedule for July. They're gonna do it again in July. It's for a girl, a cancer victim. First she was shot. She got shot here by her ex, and then he turned the gun and killed himself. And then she recovered from all that, and then she wound up with cancer in her breast. And the other breast was fine. She wanted a double mastectomy. They wouldn't do it. They said the other one was fine, and she ended up getting cancer, and then that spread, and it started in the breast that they wouldn't remove. So she's in pretty rough shape. I think they said she's in stage 3, and it's spread a little. So we're going to see what we can do to help her. You know, if you guys want to make a donation to it, feel free. You could send it to the Dalmatia Bar in care of Missy, and put in, or I'm sorry, not Missy. You know what? Don't worry about it. Just let me know if you want to donate, and I'll make sure they get it. All right? But anyways, rescheduled. So the gig didn't happen. A few people showed up. One girl, as you saw in the video, Missy, my friend Missy, she showed up. She's been following me around for 35 years with all the bands I've been in, and she's a sweetheart, good friend of ours. But other than that, that's it. So now I'm going to go out and mow the lawn since it's beautiful out. It's like 70 degrees. Wife and I just had some wings that I picked up at the bar. Oh, man, if you ever get to Dalmatia, they got like 50 different flavors of wings. But I got, you know, you got to do your standard wings. We got a double order of hot, and then we got a double order of garlic and Parmesan. And oh, my God. Honey, how are them garlic wings? To die for. She's got it, man. And the you know, just regular wings with the hot are freaking incredible. Any wing you get there, any food you get from the Dalmatia, just like the Howling Rooster, any one of them 2 restaurants, you get their food, you got a meal, and it's worth every freaking penny of it. You know, Karen at the Howling Rooster is great, and Marty at the Dalmatia is great. And
like buffalo cooking.
it's just like buffalo cooking, isn't it?
It is. Buffalo food. Nothing second to no one.
Hey, honey, check out this announcement I got for everybody here.
What?
All right, if you live in Riverside or Buffalo, or if you're in the area and you want to come see us, starting in September, it looks like at the Dalmatia, Marty, the owner, and I were in talks about it's gonna happen. We just don't know all the details yet, but the way it looks, it's gonna be once a month during the football season. It's gonna be football band day. We're gonna set up an hour before. We're gonna start playing an hour before the home games, or the away games. I'm sorry. An hour before kickoff, we start playing. People come out at noon so they can party with us then. And then, when the game starts at halftime, when halftime starts, we go ahead and do another small set, 15 minutes, whatever it takes for halftime, unless it's the Super Bowl, of course. And then, after the game is over, 2 more hours of music till we close the night out. So we figure if we start at noon and we watch the game at the bar, everybody can be out of there by 6 or 7 and have a great night and still get home in time and get rested up for work the next day. So, let me know what you think about that in the comments.
July 4th.
And July 4th, yeah, they know we're playing at Riverside Park. And this Friday, we're at Hot Mama's Canteen. And I believe that starts at what, 7:30? Is it Saturday? Well, our next gig is at Hot Mama's Canteen. Is that Bree behind me? Where's my girl? Where are my breakers? Where's my baby? Give me a smooch. Give daddy kisses. Say hello to everybody on YouTube. Look at Bree. What's this? What is that? Is that the camera? Bree, there you are. Oh, she'd rather lick me. This is our 11-year-old Shih Tzu. She's my little shithead. Look at how she loves me. You love me, Bree? Oh. So yeah, guys, come on out and see Midlife Crisis Buffalo. And you know, I want to give a shout out to somebody who I know is watching this video right now. My longtime buddy, I haven't seen you in about 15, 20, probably longer, 20 years. Scott McGowan. Scott's in New Jersey, and he's in Wayne, New Jersey, I believe. And he and I were in a band together back in the 80s, a 3-piece acoustic harmony band with a guy named Kelly Fogg, who went by Buck Fogg back then. And we were called Middle Ground. I played a little guitar, but I was mostly vocals. Buck was strictly vocals. Scott played guitar and sang. And we had something that was very unique, the three of us. That band went on with a couple different lineups afterwards, but I don't think it was ever quite as tight as what we were as Middle Ground when we first started that band. And I would love to someday get together with Scott McGowan and Kelly Fogg. Kelly's in New Hampshire. He's still doing, he's still kicking it. And do a Middle Ground reunion show. Maybe open for one of my gigs here in Buffalo or wherever. That would be cool as hell. So Scott, if you're watching this, give me a shout out in the comments. Let me know what you think of that, bud. Give me a call. My phone number is on the web on my Facebook page. All right, peace out. I love you guys. Please say no to hate and racism. Sean, you want to say goodbye?
No.
All right,
Until I get my hair done.
she's getting her hair done here next week, so she'll be on TV a lot. All right, guys, love you. Bree, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, look what I bought.
Davey, Z, and Bree out.